Are you on the second channel?
Let's see. This should be it. What is up with this? I see a chat over there. Hit me with the ones in the chat if you see anything going on.
Yes, you're live.
Okay. Thank you. Hi. How you doing? All right. Yeah, YouTube changed their live streaming situation, so it is what it is. Now we're live. All right. We're good. We're good. We up in this bitch. Hell yeah. Shout out to Mystic Roots. Gonna have some CBD in a second. I got a commercial. Wow. All right. This is another episode of Ask Mystic, where we discuss anything that you would like to discuss. I lost on Fuko Friday. I'm wearing the brand spanking new MMA-HOLES hat over here. Check this out. Got another one over there. I think we're gonna be doing a hat giveaway if you guys like hats. So that's that. But yeah, we're gonna be doing this live stream. We're gonna talk about the event that happened Saturday night. Leave me alone about my Giants. That's the reason why I'm going on right now. Yeah, that was a disaster. I don't know if there's any football fans out there, but that was a complete disaster, their own 5. All right, so yeah, we're going to discuss a lot of things. There were two pretty big finishes that happened. One in the main event with Sandhagen, who just annihilated Moraes, just completely ran through him. Just looked great in the first round. The second round comes in and with the foot right off like top of the head over here, off balance Moraes, and Sandhagen just completely just runs through him. He said that he was practicing this move while he was quarantined, so I guess not a good sign for Moraes. Maybe he should have fought him not during a pandemic. I don't know. And then you have this Saquon. Wait, what's this guy's name? I'm gonna fuck this guy's name up. I want to get it right. I should know his name by now, right? Joaquin Buckley. I don't know why I can't remember this dude's name, but I should, because he literally had the greatest knockout of all time. A lot of people are going back and forth. KO of the year. Shut up. That's it's a woodpecker. KO of the year. They're saying KO of the decade, KO of the century, KO of whatever. I do think it is up there as the best knockout ever. And there are a lot of things that go into like the perfect knockout. And this one here, I mean, one thing you want to see is a man lights out. And that's what the fuck? Like, I have this woodpecker that just, it's my stream. It's not, you do your own fucking stream. Anyway, yes, one of the pieces to the pie for a perfect knockout is a man that's sleeping, or a woman that's sleeping out cold. And that's what happened here. As you see the eyes roll back in the head of Impa. I'm not going to try his last name, but Impa is a beast. I picked him in the fight. Impa's eyes rolled back, went down, and I mean, it was just absolutely insane. Buckley just finishes the job. Celebration that will last him a lifetime. You know, no matter what he does in his career, he could always hang his hat on this knockout. One of the feet were in the hands of Impa, right? And then he spins around with the other foot, heel right to the fucking head, right to the mush. I mean, Impa was looking one way. He was looking at his opponent and did not realize that coming around this way while his opponent was in the air. This is the problem. People are saying, oh, it's a spinning kick, a spinning head kick. I mean, what's the big deal? You know, we've seen that before. We've seen guys like Uriah Hall do it. I mean, these are people with their feet planted on the ground, spins around, pivots, and pa right into the face. This man did this in the air. Not only did he do it in the air, he's a middleweight fighter that is packed with muscle. Just, I don't understand how he did it. It just went against physics, watching this man 1 foot in one hand and just spins around. I posted a picture, a video on Instagram of Dean Thomas. They say Dean, but I think it's Din Thomas. We got a donation coming in here. Let's see what they're saying. It's Chrome.
The Yakko of Korean Zombie was just as crazy in my opinion.
So that was insane because, yeah, he was losing the fight. When it happened in the fight, you know, the timing was perfect. But we've seen elbows like this before. Like, I mean, I guess the way he did it was sort of unique, the way he spun around and cracked him. You know, it was a kind of out of nowhere type technique.
I just feel so special.
Let's get special, guys. Let's get special, please.
I've got a special face.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Roberto.
Attention is short, bust to outer space. Mind in a special place.
Come on, people.
Special face. Special face. Special face.
Beautiful. That was a beautiful song.
JBH expression when gets an L on Fuku Fridays.
Yeah, Jessie has retired Special Face for a little while. She hasn't done it. We need her to do it live, but thankfully we have that wonderful, wonderful donation. Thank you, Chrome, and thank you, Roberto Hernandez, for your generosity. We appreciate it. Now, I don't know if was it too loud or too low, the donation? Let me know in the chat. But let's get back to the point of other knockouts. As soon as this knockout happened, everyone was trying to find the other knockout that was better than this one. I understand when you see something happen, you don't want to just put all your eggs in one basket and say, this is the greatest of all time. But this knockout here was incredibly special, okay? We've seen spinning elbows. We've seen flying knees, like people are saying the Masvidal knockout, because it was the fastest of all time. We've seen these things before. Have we ever seen a man have his leg grabbed by his opponent? He is in the air. He's literally flying, spinning around, and then putting the fucking heel to the face. Not only does he land it, but he perfectly places it in a way where his opponent just drops dead. I mean, it's something that if they would put... This is how I look at special knockouts. If it is something that they put in a video game, right, and people are like, that's so ridiculous, that would never happen, that's pretty fucking special.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Actually, these kind of kicks happen all the time in Taekwondo tournaments all the time.
Yeah? Okay, so this is supposed to be the greatest knockout in UFC history. And you're bringing up Taekwondo. You can send me the videos of Taekwondo when it happens, and maybe it does fucking happen, okay? But when has this happened in the UFC? When? You could make the arguments, and thank you for the donation. When? This is unique. I don't understand. There is not even a debate. Maybe the debate is this. Well, who gives a fuck about this guy? He's basically a nobody. You know? Joaquin Buckley, a man who lost his UFC debut. All he is a fucking muscular guy that can fucking throw heavy hands. What good is he? Is he really that good? Well, yes. I mean, he could amount to nothing. But what he did on that night against a guy that's incredibly tough at Impa, a guy that was supposed to win, the underdog, getting the job done, I mean, it was crazy. Absolutely crazy, man. Some great knockouts in UFC history. But last night was something special. And to constantly shit on how special that was, it blows my mind. I just think people just want to argue for the sake of arguing. There is no argument here. There's no argument. This knockout, okay, is clearly up top. Clearly. Ah. All right. Now, this is called Ask Mystic, okay? And we can debate this over and over again. It could be the whole chat room versus me, and that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion here. Ask away your questions in the chat. We'll talk about anything. I don't care. We can debate on this kick all night long if you want to do that. Whatever you'd like to talk about. I'll be getting my Mystic Roots CBD very shortly. Oh, look, I got a humming. Did you guys just fucking see that? Did anyone just see that?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Fuck.
Tonight Moss was like, finally my Giants are going to actually win a game and I'll be able to rub it in the faces of all the Cowboys fans in the chat. Moss, it's time for a new team. Save yourself the pain, brother. I'm going to send you a Dallas Cowboys shirt.
Junk Savage, first of all, thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. Second of all, I will never take offense to anything you say about football because you were fucking clueless. So that's fine. You can say whatever you'd like. Why would I want to represent the Dallas Cowboys? Yes, they beat my team tonight, but they haven't they haven't won in forever. We're talking 90s. We're talking the 90s. Why would I want to represent a team from the 90s? Troy Aikmans and the Emmitt Smiths and the Irwin, you know, the Irvin, that guy, you know, Michael Irvin. Who cares? Why the fuck would I give a shit about the Cowboys? Now I am upset. Tonight was a tough loss for myself. I screamed, I yelled, and I wanted to kill somebody. But I will not take offense from Drunk Savage talking. 1 minute he's this fan, the next minute he's that fan. I mean, he's a very loose football fan. Okay. Irvin is on cocaine. All right, here we go. Question: when will we see more kicks like like this implemented now? That spinning shit kicks to the face shit, says Joe T. Okay, I probably mutilated that, but anyway. I think that more fighters are going to be looking for things like this. if you look at what Pettis did with the freaking bouncing off the fence and doing that kick, you're going to see more fighters try to pull this shit off.
Wonderful, wonderful.
My only problem was it wasn't as clean and thorough as Uriah Hall's. He almost fell into the cage after he landed it.
Okay, so Uriah Hall's kick, I remember very clearly when that happened. I remember jumping up and down saying, this guy is the guy! Just screaming and yelling like, this is the guy, you know? And then he loses to Kelvin Gastelum and the rest is history. Uriah Hall's spinning kick, I watched it again today, okay? It was literally a perfectly placed kick. The guy was out cold. The guy went to the hospital. It was all dramatic and everything like that. But we've seen it. You know, like I'm saying, like we've seen this before. Yes, it was devastating. I get that. But it's something that it's like if someone lands that, we'd all go, whoa, that's fucking crazy. You know, that's nuts. KO over the air, this and that. This man was in the air. I mean, he was legit. How did he generate enough force? This is my problem, okay? And by no means am I a martial artist or know anything that I'm talking about here. I'm just going by what I'm looking at here. It went against physics. Uriah Hall's kick was a perfectly executed kick. This here went against physics. His other foot was in the man's hand. How could you generate enough force to spin around and then place your foot in the right possible position on that man's face and then roll his eyes in the back of his head? Now, if this man was prone to be knocked out over and over again, if he was knocked out in his last fight, the guy was never knocked out. You know, it's not like this guy is just a glass jaw son of a bitch. This guy is a tough dude. It was just right place, right time. It was crazy. It was spectacular. I don't get it, man. Like, I really don't get it. Maybe it wasn't as clean or as pretty, but it was something that wasn't supposed to happen. It's nuts. It really is nuts. And I do see people going to the gyms and practicing this thing. You saw Dean Thomas do it on his Instagram that we reposted on the MMA-HOLES Instagram, and it's just not something that you can pull off. I'm telling you, man. Like, I watched it again today. I watched the Uriah Hall kick. You know, I watched Ben Askren get knocked out by Masvidal. I watched what else? Diego Sanchez. By the way, Diego Sanchez getting knocked out by Matt Brown. I mean, that's something you could legit put in the mix over there. The way Matt Brown, the way Matt Brown hit him with that elbow like it was a fucking punch. Just the way he came in with that thing in such a fucking devastating fashion. But the reason why I don't put something like that ahead of Impa getting knocked out was because it can be done. You could see that happening.
Wonderful, wonderful.
The guy let his foot go as he was spinning. He wasn't still holding the foot when the kick landed.
Yeah, that's even more of a reason. If he was holding the foot, you can use that as leverage to fucking spin around. His hand was holding the foot, and then the foot was slipping away. He had nothing to plant on to spin into. Bro, I mean, what? You're trolling. You're clearly trolling. I mean, I want to do me this favor, okay? Do me this favor. Can you send me a video of someone else doing this? Please, show me the kickboxer that's done this. I want to see this move somewhere else. Please. If you could send this move to me, I would deeply appreciate it. DM it to me, please, immediately, because I've never seen it before, ever, and especially in the UFC. It's crazy, crazy stuff. Thank you for the donation over here, appreciate it. Let me get my dashboard up so I can see what the hell's going on here. Alrighty, so if you're just jumping in, we're talking some shit here. I mean, we got Roberto coming
Wonderful, wonderful.
Was Anthony Petty's kick a knockout? I don't remember. That was a nice one.
It was a TKO, wasn't it? He bounced off the cage, cracks him, but I think he jumped on top of him, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it was a clean eye in the back of the head walk-off type deal. I don't think it was. Could be wrong, though. I bet JBH says Izzy did it. Okay, let's see. Let's get into this chat over here. Okay. Let's see. It was a decision win. It was a freaking decision win. So there you go. It wasn't. I don't even fucking remember that. That was before WEC days. Upon the mightiest kick that has ever been a kick. Yeah, I mean, listen. Say what you will. You can joke around about this thing because here's the problem. It's a nobody, right? It's a guy that comes into the UFC. It's a complete nobody. I am not saying this guy is the next best thing in MMA. I'm not saying, oh my God, this guy is God. What I'm saying is what he did on Saturday night was something that was crazy, man. Like completely crazy. And it was out of nowhere. Like it was just a war between these two guys. they were tucking their chin and just beating the living shit out of each other. Impa was coming in, getting tagged, and he was tagging back, and it was just back and forth. And this Joaquin guy somehow does this magical spin thing. It's just nuts. All right. Okay. So yeah, see, Showtime wasn't even a knockout. It's funny, the way they show that thing too over and over and over again. I did not see that live. That was before me in the UFC, me watching the UFC. I did not even see that live. So that Showtime kick, all you see is that fucking highlight over and over again. They play it like it's the best thing. All right, Hamzat, next opponent. What are you saying? Who's the next opponent for Hamzat? God damn, how the fuck does that guy not have a dance partner? It's crazy, man. How the hell does Hamzat Chimaev not, and is it Chimaev or Chimaev? Like, how do we pronounce this man's name? How does he not have an opponent? I would say Damian Maia, the original plan, would be the one to go for, but I guess Damian doesn't want to die. I like that Mike Perry fight, but Mike Perry's fighting Robbie Lawler. God, gotta get him in before the year's up. Mas, all bullshit aside, Impa said he would do an interview with you. Says Marker, I would do an interview. Sure, I mean, I would like to get the other side of the story for sure. Impa seems like a cool guy. I think Justin interviewed him too. So yeah, maybe we'll drag him on. Would you want to talk to Impa? It was a great knockout, the best in UFC history, but I saw it happen one other time, Barao versus Eddie Wineland. Okay, so when Barao knocked out Wineland, which was he was fucking stiff as a board. The thing I don't remember, and I gotta watch it back. Hold on a second, we got Chrome.
Wonderful, wonderful.
You know, I'll watch it right now.
Go watch a Taekwondo KO highlight reel. You will see even crazier kicks than this one.
Okay. So, and this is best knockout in UFC history, okay? So, do me a favor. Send me the Taekwondo knockouts, which I've seen spinning head kick knockouts in Taekwondo. I have never seen one foot in the opponent's hand and then bouncing around. I'm sure it has been done before. This couldn't possibly be the first time ever in the whole entire world. But please, I mean, has it happened? You can talk about everything else. I'm talking about UFC here. And if you want to send it to me, send it to me. I'd love to see the similarity. Because I've never seen it before. I'm talking from, I've just never seen it. All right. Let's see. Yeah, so with the Barboza kick, yeah, hold on a second. Let me pull it up. Before I got sidetracked here. Thank you guys for joining us. Hit the like button over here. We're doing an Ask Mystic thing. A little jammy over here. And talk about kicks. I mean, Edson Barboza, just destroying people with knockouts. We've seen people go stiff from like head kicks and stuff like that. We've seen that happen before. It's just the way this happened. I don't know. It's just watching it over and over again. It's like, wow, it's crazy. I've been only watching the MMA for 4 years. It was before my time, but I remember everything. Not the MMA-HOLES. Want to know, will you be a guest starring on Kevin from Costco's? What? OnlyFans? The fuck does that even mean? Sean Hart not been here though. Okay, let's see. Hit the like button. Yeah, where we at with the likes over here? 94 in on the second channel. By the way, this is not the MMA-HOLES, our second channel. Our main channel is the MMA-HOLES. If you'd like to go subscribe to that, knock yourself out. Anderson Silva kicks. Yeah, you think about the kick against Belfort, right? Anderson Silva, spectacular finishes and flashy as fuck.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Next week Lomachenko fights a young beast in Lopez. Will you react? Might get extra audience. That's a good one on ESPN too.
Yeah, I've been hearing about Lomachenko fighting, and the guy's he's very good. But I gotta see, man. I gotta see. Is that going up? You said that's next weekend? Let me see. Is it going up against the UFC? Maybe we could do a double. I'm sure the UFC's got something that weekend too. So that's Ortega versus Zombie. Yeah, I would totally pay more attention to Ortega versus Zombie, unless, and isn't Lomachenko like a decision machine? I don't know. Does he knock people out? Because I don't really know about Lomachenko. I know he's very good, but I don't know, man. Loma's boring pass. Yeah. Sim Savage, do you remember back in Pride when they would stomp kick and soccer kick people's heads? I'm telling you, man. Like, watching those old fights back and seeing how brutal the sport was, you know, where there was just more things going on with those fucking soccer kicks, the 12 to 6 elbows, the fucking, you know, just the headbutts would just, you know, watching old Mark Coleman fights and be like, holy fuck, this really happened, you know? It's just crazy. But if you think about it, right? There are men and women that are just locked in a cage, kicking the shit out of each other. Why not still have that stuff? I mean, I don't know. Maybe they should still have it. I don't. Maybe I'm crazy for thinking that. It's all about the knockouts. Okay, question. Hamzat, continue to run both 170, 185. Do you think he's more likely to take an L in? So I would say that Hamzat should stay in his lane at 170. I know he just won at 185, but I would say 170 if he can make that weight. You got to think he's got a better shot at a belt in that direction. There's just too many obstacles in 185 that I could see be a big problem for him right now. So do your thing at 170 and then move up, right? Wouldn't that be the right move? Octagon, LOL JBH, staying 170, says Justin. Hamzat versus Luque. Ooh, that'd be nice. The question is, all these guys that are ahead of Hamzat, who's going to be the guy with the biggest nutsack to take that fight? You got to pay them, you know? That's the biggest problem. You got to find either a complete psychopath that's like, yeah, I'll take that fight, or you got to pay him a pretty penny. So, does he get a top 15 guy? You got to pay the man. Kicking a downed opponent should be legal. Why not, right? I mean, if you think about it, like this whole grounded opponent thing, I understand you're trying to protect the fighters in certain situations, but I feel some of these rules, I mean, if a guy gets cracked with a fucking knee, if a guy gets fucking hit with a spinning elbow or some shit like that, you see these devastating knockouts that could cause the same amount of damage as a downed opponent type deal. I mean, it's the same shit. And the problem with those being banned in MMA is, what the fuck was that noise? Got some weird ass noise here. Is these elbows, these knees, eventually, and I hate to say this, they're gonna be banned too. It's just a matter of time. You're gonna lose the elbows and you're gonna lose the knees. It just sucks, man. But it's gonna be banned. It's just a matter of time. Someone's gonna get just destroyed one day and turned into a vegetable, and then that's it. The sport's going to evolve. This is not the. Eventually, you're going to probably see some sort of head equipment that they're going to be putting on. It's just a matter of time. Yeah, there was something screaming in the back over there. There's weird ass animals here. I mean, right over here we were playing with a scorpion. Put it on Twitter over here, catching some food. Tarantulas running around back here. It's just a weird ass area. In a real ass fight, when you were down, you were still game. I agree with you, man. Hey, thank you for the super chats over there. I see you guys dropping the stickers, man. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Here we go, Chrome.
I refuse to be a prisoner of the moment, Moss. I remember little Timmy Torpedo kicking Tony Two-Tone in the face off a teacher Toto in 2nd grade. Shit was better than this kick.
Listen, you're entitled to your opinion. You are definitely entitled to your opinion. I appreciate that. But I just don't understand. I think maybe if he was a bigger name.
Super chat.
Oh, they're coming in all different angles here. Here we go. It's Joe T. Thank you, Joe T. By the way, only the stickers work on Super Chat because we're on the 2nd channel. But I do see it and I do appreciate it, man. It's insane. Cool, man. Cool. How much longer will Dana's run last, and who can fill his shoes? Joe T, I hope that Dana White stays active as long as he possibly can. I really do, because I am not looking forward to the day with the UFC without Dana White. Because even if you have a shitty card, you get to look forward to the post-fight press conferences where Dana White complains about something, or yells and screams, or throws his fighters under the bus, does any of that shit. So a day without Dana White is not going to be a good day. And it's going to happen eventually, right? Who would fill in for Dana White? It's got to be a big personality and someone that actually knows what they're doing. So I am not looking forward to that. He could be a dick, but that's his job. Old-time boxing guys used to get knocked out 40 to 50 times and his opponent could stand over him and wait for him to stand up and then just knock them down again until convulsions. Yeah, could you imagine, like, without the ground and pound in the UFC, there would be a lot less knockouts. You know, you give him that 10 count. Think about how many fights, like the Conor McGregor knocking out Jose Aldo fight. I've had this argument a lot of times with people. If he didn't have the opportunity to pounce on him, you know, Jose gets that count, gets back up, it could be a whole different ballgame, you know? So I'm grateful that the UFC has ground and pound. I'm very grateful for this, because I think if it was like boxing where they gave him a second to recuperate, we're missing some of the craziest finishes. Dana is the UFC. So do you think, John Ref, that Dana White, when he is gone, it's going to be completely downhill for the UFC? What do you think? Remember the Tank Abbott hammer fist knockout? Oh my God. The Tank Abbott, he's not even human.
Wonderful.
He's a mutant. Was a mutant.
Dak snapped his leg and the Giants still let a redhead beat them.
Hold on, let me see who that donation was from over there. Why do I have a certain feeling? Hold on a second. The sun's in my eyes, so I can't quite see right yet. You're lucky. But I'm thinking that's, hold on. Let me just double check here. Sorry about the air conditioner in the background. Gotta keep Jessie alive. By the way, we're barbecuing today. Some real manly veggie burgers. Real man veggie burgers over here. So I'm trying to drink this beer. Try to manly myself.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Pulse, thank you.
First things first, America's team takes over the East. And second, Buckley's kick was good, but one of these days a move like that is gonna end up ramming someone's nose bone into their brain. And we'll witness someone's demise live on ESPN+.
Okay, so the first one was from Chrome. Thank you, Chrome. And this one was from Pulse over here. Okay, America's team does take the East. They have sole possession of first place. And congratulations, Pulse. I got to say this. Pulse is a more tolerable Cowboy fan. I have to say, because I've in New York, the Cowboy fans in New York, and maybe the Texas Cowboy fans are way different than New York Cowboy fans, which I don't understand. The fuck, why there's so many Cowboy fans in New York. But yeah, Pulse has been a fairly respectful guy, and congratulations. Now saying the let's say Buckley's kick was good, but one of these days a move like that, sorry, Hummingbird's gonna photobomb us. Okay, a move like that is gonna end up ramming someone's nose bone into their brain. We'll witness someone's demise live on ESPN+. Ah, man. When is it gonna happen? Let me knock on wood. When is it gonna happen where we're gonna finally see something that is just not good? Where someone dies inside a cage in the UFC. It's inevitable. It's eventually gonna happen. I have a feeling when it happens, it's gonna be the most bizarre, situation. I don't think it's gonna be like a knee or an elbow, which is something you would think it is, or like a shin to the side of the head. I think it's going to be something just so completely bizarre. Not like one of those crazy kicks. It's going to be like a fucking jab that just hits in just wrong place, wrong time. And, I am not looking forward to that. I hope it's not on my watch. Yeah, because what's going to happen is people are waiting, right? There are people out there that are waiting for something to happen with this cage fighting where they can just throw the pitchforks at the UFC and say, tear them down. Because here they are marching through a pandemic. Right? And they're just like, yeehaw, we're going strong, nothing can stop us. But if something like that happens, forget it. Mike H, what's up? 2020, JBH and Moss, hey. Diego Sanchez needs to stop, yeah. Could be him. Yeah, the dog. Usually the dog, yeah, it's weird, man. Usually those dogs are pretty good. I don't know if you hear, there's birds on the other side. There's like an abnormal amount of birds. By the way, the cool thing about Arizona is we usually, like when the sun starts to set, we go for our walks and we see like the bats coming out, like right when the sun is setting, we go for a little walk around the neighborhood and we see the bats flying by, flickering by. It's bizarre, man. It's just bizarre seeing the weird shit flying around over here. Diego Sanchez versus Hamza. Why would you do that to Diego, man? What is Judas? Oh, Judas is basically, it's a religious reference, okay? Judas basically betrayed Jesus. And when we call you a Judas hole, that means you are betraying the MMA holes. Because we indeed are Jesus. I gotta go. All right, Mark. Have a good one, my friend. I'm starting to love Arizona. Is it live Arizona? Amen. I guess Darren Till is trying to fight Hamzat. How about Darren Till? So Darren Till calls out Yoel Romero, right? That happens. And then he's doing like these Zoom things. He calls out Derek Brunson, calling him Bumson. He's just on fire, man. He has to win, though. Darren needs to win. And I don't know if he beats Hermanson. I don't see it. All right. So I did say I was going to do this. Let me grab some Mystic Roots over here because I want to smoke a little CBD, enjoy my brewski. And by the way, shout out to Mystic Roots. I don't know if they're in the chat right now. But if you want a discount, it's promo code MMA-HOLE, MysticRootsCBD.com. And they're wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, the hummingbirds, I see Jessie saying, I don't know if you saw a couple just literally were like right here. You might hear them buzzing, but they do this new thing now. And this is how you know I'm just becoming an old, boring man. I just sit out here and let the hummingbirds just buzz by my face. I had one land on my fucking head the other day. All right.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Still can't believe Jesus stopped Peter from killing all those fools from trying to capture him.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Only thing I don't like about election night is that winner is called before they count in California. Number one bullshit.
Okay. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Ask Mystic on the second channel. I lost Foucault Friday, so here I am. Appreciate your company very much. I was Roberto, I just saw that. Let me replay this thing.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Only thing I don't like about election night is that winner is called before they count in California. Number one bullshit.
Yeah, it sucks. Who you guys voting for in the chat? I caught the vice president debate, and it's kind of boring. Kamala Harris, Jesus Christ. If you're going for Biden, you got to be pretty disappointed in Kamala Harris. Did anyone think that she was like I couldn't stomach her one bit. She was, I mean, if she's not a Karen, I don't know what is a Karen. She seems like she's a straight up Karen. This is a cherry picker, by the way. We're voting for Moss and JBH. Yes, baby. Let's go. Moss and JBH. Karen, to be fair. MAGA. So, yeah, it's crazy. My aunt was laughing. My aunt's a big, she's very liberal. And I was talking about, like, you know, the audience and where they seem to lean. And I was like, I'm not going to say guess. And she's like, I guarantee there are a lot of Trump people in the chat. I'm like, yeah, I think so. Seems like it, at least. I mean, listen, you can vote for whatever you want. I don't give a shit. Doesn't affect, I don't give a fuck, to be honest. But I know where I'm leaning. Even though I'm not voting, I'm just leaning. I missed a Chrome donation. Hold on. Let's put this back in. Sorry about that, Chrome.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Still can't believe Jesus stopped Peter from killing all those fools from trying to capture him.
How did I freaking miss that one? You guys want that hat? You guys like that one? That's an established hat. I think I'm going to do a giveaway with that one. If I can get my hands on another one of these, I might do a giveaway with this one too. I don't know if you guys wear hats. I used to wear hats all the time. I know I'm not doing that flat hat thing. The next time you see me with this thing's gonna be so curved. It's gonna be so like honky curve. It's not bad, right? We got it pinned in the chat if you guys want one of these things. I like it, man. I think it's cool. How do I like Arizona? I love it. Yeah, I mean, I wish I made this move maybe 5 years earlier, at least 5 years earlier. I wish I made this move. It's a beautiful place, Arizona's, and now like the weather is just, dude. We found out that we have a little heater up here, so when it does get like super cold at night, we can just chill under the heater. We'll sit out here at night and just look at the stars, and this place is paradise, man. I know this summer was super hot. This is the hottest summer ever, and we got through it no problem. I mean, I like the heat. Jessie, maybe not as much, but this place is the best. The only thing that sucks is if my family and friends were here, it'd be awesome. Like if I could just drag my New York peeps over here, it'd be great. I don't even, hopefully one day I'll raise a family over here and raise them, in a good area and just not like what I had. I mean, my parents were great, and I had nice things when I was a kid for the most part, but where we grew up was, I don't know, we were like all on top of each other. $35 here. Yeah, what's the temperature right now where you guys are at? Like right now, I think it's like in the 80s, but and the sun's setting over here. By the way, I'm gonna shut this thing off soon. Yeah, I got a hummingbird over there. Because I want to have some light for barbecuing, but no, it's CBD. I have a resin stand. Yeah, I know. I'm an amateur, man. I'm an amateur CBD smoker. That's why I want to get a pipe. I get a bowl or a pipe or some shit. It's actually not resin. It's lipstick. Oh, yes. Yes, thank you. Still there? I don't even know. I can't see. All right. Hell yeah. Get a bong? I don't know. Smoking CBD out of a bong, though, I don't know. It seems like too much work, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm off with that. I got you, dog. Thank you. Good luck. Appreciate that. I totally agree. Having the bill of your hat to be flat is so stupid. Way to wear a hat. Curved bill is better. Yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, I used to, I won't get my hat dirty, but I used to like put a tennis ball in here and just bend the shit out of this thing. My hat hair. Just to bend it.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Bend the shit out of this thing.
Only in America can you lose the actual votes total and win the presidency. Imagine you got most of the fan votes on American Idol but lost because the judges overruled the fan votes.
It's nuts, man. I can't get wrapped up in that shit. I don't know, man. I just feel that it's so fucked up, right? When you have these politicians and our president now saying how corrupt the system is, it's just like I'm checked out, man. I'm so done with it. So I'm just in my little bubble over here, hanging out with the tarantulas and bats. Bend it and shape it like a baseball glove. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking hit it with the Holloway versus Sandhagen. I don't know if I want Sandhagen to go up quite yet, man. He's got some business to take care of, and to see him run it back with Aljo, or if what's it called, Jan wins, I would like to see that. I think Sandhagen beats Jan. I mean, I think you could lock that up. But the Aljo thing, I think is a tough matchup, so it's still an interesting rematch. Jan Blachowicz tested positive for PEDs. What? Are you fucking with me? That would be some shit. I'm just gonna humor you for Jan Blachowicz. Oh, nope, that is fake. Fake news, you fook. Fook news. Chris should do Gillette commercials. Going Gillette, the best a man can get. Nope, fake news, fake news. By the way, I just saw Mr. Roots in there. Thank you, Mr. Roots. I just smoked your cherry picker, and it is wonderful, wonderful. I am down with it, man. It helps tremendously. I had bad anxiety today when watching the Giants. Chrome,
Wonderful, wonderful.
Chrome, baby.
I guarantee you most Republicans didn't know Trump was a Democrat his entire life until Obama was elected president.
It's the truth. It is the truth, man. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's all about what's going to help you at this moment, right? And Republican seems like a good thing for Trump right now, so let's just keep going with that train. Oh, man. Hair dye for men, yeah, man. I gotta dye this shit up, man. I'm getting gnarly with the grays. Or should I just let it go like pure white? That would look weird though. I walk around with Jessie. I'm already older. But could you imagine I'm walking around with a big fucking Gandalf beard? Wouldn't be good. Would I rather fight a horse-sized duck or a duck-sized horse?
Yes, Super Chat.
Joe T, man, you're cool. You're fucking cool, man. Thank you guys for donating. I did not expect donations today. I do appreciate it. This is my punishment, but it's not that bad. I have a beer, I have a CBD, a little jointy, and I hang out with the MMA holes, so it's not really that bad of a punishment. Let it go. Looks like a dad instead of a boyfriend. I look like a grandpa, man. You kidding me? What's up, Sega? How you doing? Sega Camp Gamer. I knew Trump was an ex-Democrat. Dillashaw would be a real goat if he comes back and gets the belt. If TJ is, how old is he now? Is he in his mid-30s? And he's supposed to be coming back in the beginning of next year. Sandhagen said TJ or Frankie Edgar, which would be two interesting fights. Like, think about Frankie. Frankie versus Sandhagen would be, that'd be wild. Because Frankie's got the cardio for days. He keeps that pace, that energy going. But TJ Dillashaw, it's going to be interesting to see, you know, no EPO. What's he going to look like? I have a feeling he's going to come back looking all right. He's 35. Yeah, so he's right. He's right at that point where he's got to get a win quick. No way, Chris. Seriously, no 32-year-olds. You look as young as 32-year-olds. I have friends that they hit the wall quick. Listen, it's that time where I'm starting to hit the wall. It is what it is. I'm just gonna deal with it, but see what happens.
Wonderful, wonderful.
But thank you, Roberto.
What's your opinion on poor far-right wanting to start a civil war? 2 L's in history. Mexicans alone run the underworld in 48 states, except Vermont and Virginia. Just saying.
Oh, man. I don't know if I really have an opinion on that. I do have an opinion, but I don't know if it, maybe I got to be drunk to talk about it. But I think I pretty much circled around how I feel about the whole situation and what's going on. I'm pretty one-sided on that. I think certain movements are a joke, and this whole thing is going to start a civil war if it keeps going. So, yeah. MS-13 in VA, Roberto. No offense, West Virginia. How's it going, buddy? How's it going, Eric Clark? How are you, man? How you doing? All right. So what I'm going to do here is it's 8:47 over here. I'm going to take it to the 9. So I'll take it for like 13 more minutes. We'll hang out. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Appreciate it.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Once they add dictatorship to the ballot, count me in.
Is it weird? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but like I was saying to Jessie, like maybe we do need a dictatorship. Like maybe that's what we need to get people to stop fucking complaining, and maybe we should just all walk in one direction and just fucking listen. You know, let's get universal health coverage. Have just like one fucking king, and just listen to the fucking guy. You know, maybe we should do that. Just follow one fucking guy, one girl, whoever you want to do, one powerful person. Just fucking go in one direction. This way we're not all fighting with each other. I'll lead you guys. I'll do it. Oh boy, Lizard King says no, because I like right now it's just like, it's nuts. It's fucking nuts, man. This election is nuts. The whole Donald Trump situation is nuts. Joe Biden being fucking 77 years old and having a Karen as a vice president is nuts. People burning down fucking buildings and this whole black BLM movement is fucking nuts. It's crazy, man. Yeah, maybe I'll just go to Korea. Kim Jong-un. Let's clone Stalin. Yeah, man. Let's go. 2020 is a mess, but we said this in 2019. I think that's what people are forgetting. I remember when we lost Michael Anzalone, and just like, this fucking year sucks. Like, everyone was like, 2019 is shit. Next year's got to be better. I remember it clear as day. Everyone was saying 2019 sucks. I can't wait for 2020. Like, my whole fucking Facebook feed was littered with this shit. The Twitter, Instagram, everything. Oh man, 2019 can fuck itself. Let's go 2020. And then we waited for this. You people that were fucking bitching and complaining about 2019 are now saying, oh, fuck 2020. Wait until you see 2021. You think this shit sucks. Wait till what's around the corner. That's why you just gotta fucking just love everything right now, you know? Pump the brakes, just chill, and just enjoy the moment, because next year could be way worse than this year. And rest in peace, Anz. Do a somersault on the couch. What do you mean? I'll die. I'll fucking die. I remember everybody seeing 2020 vision on Facebook. I mean, it's every year. Every year, oh, I can't wait until this year's over. You're just wishing your life away. Yes, 2020 sucks. 2021 could be completely worse. There could be a mushroom cloud in your fucking backyard and everyone's skeletons. You know? There could be craziness, like just complete anarchy going on right now. So it just sucks. Every year sucks. It is what it is, you know? You just gotta make the best out of each year and wear an MMA hole hat. Yeah, what's going on? We never have dogs back here. What the fuck? That's so weird. They're talking to each other, apparently. It's in stereo. This is why kids are the future. That's no joke. Gotta teach them that they're responsible for the change. That's from Jessie. Yeah, man. They don't like conversation back here. Kids are the future. I'm back to 20K. Oh man, that's correct, JBH. That's why each of us have to teach our kids correctly how to respect one another and to get your education focused on things that are important: sports, schooling, etc. I think sports are very important. And if you think about it now, it's like everyone's got this social distancing going on. Kids are going to school, kids are not going to school, no one's interacting with each other. I don't know what's going on with sports right now, but I'm pretty sure there's some heavy restrictions with sports. So kids are going to be fucked up when they get older.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I agree with the sports are crucial.
I plan on starting a war with Russia in 2021. Time to fuck some shit up. I gonna take over Russia and tell all the Muslim women they don't have to cover up anymore.
Chrome 2020. Get them in there, man. Bump everyone out. Let's get Chrome involved. Thank you, Chrome. Appreciate it. Sports. Do you ever notice that when you talk to an asshole, right? And they're just a complete cunt. Like, you're just talking to them and they're just a complete asshole. You're like, oh, I just want to wring this person's neck. And then you find out, like, if you do a little research, you find out they never played a sport in their life, and that's why they're a cunt. That's how this works. If you don't play any sport, anything active, competitive with other people, team, whatever, you're usually a cunt.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Donald Trump is good for everyone that has a small business and are affected by companies buying overseas for cheap and selling in the American market. I love the fact that he wants people to purchase locally.
You know, it's not a bad thing, right? It's not a bad thing. And I think Trump's got really good ideas. I think his ideas are on point. And when it comes to small businesses, yeah, I'm with you on that. But, you know, unfortunately, other people disagree. I met lots of guys that way. Yeah, so back to that sports thing, man. Like, you got to get your kids into something where it involves a team, where you lose and you learn how to lose, you know? And a lot of people, or some people are in sports and everyone's getting trophies, and that's not the way to do it. You have to learn to be at your lowest point as a child and how to come back and have some sort of humility. If you don't fucking have that, you're gonna be a complete coont. And I think that's what's happening here, man. Like, now you have these kids, they're not going to school, or they're being homeschooled, and they're not doing all these activities because parents are afraid of, you know, the coronavirus. And what are they gonna grow up to? They're gonna grow up to be a bunch of pussies. Play sports or become an Antifa nerd. It's true. Like, yeah, you look at Antifa. Do you think those guys ever threw a ball in their life, or competed in anything? You know. Sean O'Malley is still undefeated. So I've been monitoring Sean O'Malley, and I'm happy for the kid because he's got his merch, he's got his whole thing going still. Even though people jumped off the wagon, there's still people that are hardcore with him. So good for him building his brand. That's great. But I'm really curious to see what happens in his next fight. What's the deal? Is he going to bounce back? Because Sean O'Malley reminds me of a guy that he's either spoiled or there's something going on with Sean O'Malley.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Because he is a cunt.
All those small businesses are closing their doors now.
All those small business. So you're all right. Well, all right. I'm not getting involved in this conversation. I'm staying out of this. We got 6 more minutes in our stream, so I'm gonna avoid that conversation. But thank you. Fook marching. Marching it looks too tiring. Why even bother? You know? People don't even know what they're marching for. A lot of people are just in the street just screaming, like they're just listening to people in megaphones and just screaming just things, and they don't even know, they can't even comprehend what's going on. Corona killed them off. By the way, I have to say this to the people that have been reaching out to us saying, hey, how do we support you guys in this and that, and then coming over to the second channel. Much respect to those people coming over here and supporting with the thumbs up and all that stuff. Appreciate your company. Thank you. Get a segue instead of a marching. Happy Thanksgiving to you and Jessie. It's coming. Turkey Day's coming. And happy Thanksgiving Day to you, even though you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, right? Michael Bisbing, I love you. Michael Bisbing, where are you? Is that you, Yoel Romero? Good job, Bill. Canadian Thanksgiving, bro. Is it today? Is today Canadian Thanksgiving? Then happy Thanksgiving to you. I hope. What do you guys eat on Canadian Thanksgiving? What's the bacon? Like, subscribe, and member up. Yeah, man. Appreciate it. The people that stuck around as members and patrons, listen, you guys as patrons, you know, there are people that are like, oh, they got a strike. I'm out of here. I'm not a patron anymore. It's like, all right, go, leave. The people that are still fucking patrons, shout out to you motherfuckers. Cheers. Badasses over there, coming over to the second channel, still partying with us. This is thinning out the herd. It's thinning out the weak MMA holes. I like this. Maple syrup glazed turkey. Oof, that sounds delicious. Because turkey's horrific, man. But if you dress that thing up, maybe you can make it somewhat tolerable. And we love you too, the double champ. We love you too. All right, we're going 4 more minutes. That's it. So if you got any dopey things to say or serious things to say or whatever you want to say, now's the time to do it. Get it out of your system, and then we're going to wind this thing down. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like button. You can share, do whatever the hell you like. And this was this close to being Jessie's stream.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Okay, we got Chrome.
Moss, stop lying. You want to support, donate. That like don't mean shit when me and Roberto making it rain in your bank account.
Yeah, really, you should blow Chrome and Roberto, for God's sakes, because they do keep us live over here, for sure. I mean, the reason why we do this over and over again, it's not like we're like, oh, okay, we just have all this free time. No, there are those people out there that are donating, yes. Very important. Very, very important. Appreciate it, man. Chrome fucking went crazy today. Chrome dropping them in. You're like, oh, it's only $2, but he keeps going on with those things. Who is going 10K over 10K on Zombie? Oh man. Oh man. You know, I really like Korean Zombie in that fight, but I might not be the guy to talk about. Now that is a main event, and I am 23-8, by the way. We didn't discuss that yet, and that's the topic that we're gonna get to with 2 minutes left in this stream. 23-8 for 2020. Not bad. My main event picks, a lot of people are like, oh, Mystic, you got this one wrong, that one wrong. Only 8 losses. 23 wins. Pretty fucking good as a main event. And if you want my pick for that's Korean Zombie, I am very I'm very biased though. So it's difficult for me to say, hey, throw all your money. Now, if you want to throw money on a fight, of course, Khabib. Because Khabib's going to smash Gaethje. I mean, it's not even a question. Yo Romero will fight again in the UFC. Yes. I would say yes. I would go yes.
Super chat.
Thank you, Joe T, man. Joe T, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. McGregor's going to eat Dustin. Yeah, I mean, I'm a McGregor guy, of course, but I like McGregor a lot in that fight. I feel like no matter what happens, I think it'll be maybe more competitive this time around. But I think Dustin, like when you get knocked out like that, even though it was at 145, when you get knocked out like that, and it was a little while ago, and you always have that in the back of your head. Now finally you have the chance, big stage, you're making a lot of money. You see these guys that get these opportunities and just fall. And I don't know if Dustin is mentally tough enough to get that win. I think that's the biggest problem. Dustin's fantastic, but I don't know if he's mentally tough enough to beat Conor. I have a better record for the main event. Okay, let me see. Tell me your numbers. By the way, I watched the whole stream. Fuker says RX. Dustin Poirier have improving himself a lot. He has, and not draining himself does give him a better chance in the fight. Guy's got a ton of cardio. He's a very good striker. But like I said, I feel like the psychological warfare of Conor, once all this nice guy, or maybe Conor plays the nice guy thing again and throws Dustin for a loop. Think about that. If Conor McGregor does fight Dustin Poirier, okay, and it's not an exhibition fight, the real deal fight. If that does happen, okay, if Conor McGregor completely plays the nice guy, I'm giving you $500,000 for your charity. I love you, Dustin. Let's go. Let's give him a good show. Dustin's head's gonna be fucked up. Because the last time, Conor was calling him P-head and saying, I'm going to bounce your fucking head off the mat. And now all of a sudden he's this Mr. Nice Guy. So now Dustin's got to get himself prepared for this fight where this guy's completely like, you're the best. I think Conor should not talk trash this fight. If this does happen, I think Conor should be Mr. Nice Guy. It's going to be boring as fuck if he does that. But Mr. Nice Guy, and then Dustin's going to be like, what? I'm going to track my record tonight and tell you for tonight. All right, I want to know. If anyone wants to try and kill me, what? I don't want to kill you. Will you wear an ugly Thanksgiving sweater? I have an ugly Christmas sweater, but not an ugly Thanksgiving sweater. All right, it's getting dark here. I got a fucking barbecue in the dark. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me tonight on this late night, early night, whatever stream. I'm going to finish this one beer. I'm very weak. But thank you for joining me. Appreciate your company. We'll be live on this channel Monday night show, the MMA Holes Hour.
You make him lose the fight terribly inside of the cage. You make him spread his ass cheeks. Now you enter his backstage and you fill it with your rage. Come on, style bender, one fight. Izzy is inside Costa. Izzy is inside Costa.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Giant says 0-5 the Browns. The fucking Browns are 4-1. Have a nice night, Moss.
Thank you, Chrome. Thank you. Yes, the Browns are doing very nicely. Yeah, tonight stung. Tonight stung against the Cowboys. I'm not going there. It's just not good. Let's just lose every game now. Although, what's going to happen? The NFC East is going to continuously suck. And, I mean, you think about the Redskins. You can't even say Redskins. The Washington football team, they can't win. They have one. Philadelphia's got one win. So, I mean, if they keep losing, then it's just kind of like, oh, fuck, are we still in this? All right. See you later. Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA hole. Oh, how you turn yourself. And by the way, you can see that pinned link over there if you want one of these sexy hats. So, go ahead. Knock yourself out.